Hey guys, Teekas Dragon here, and today we are going to be opening up a box of the new Strixhaven School of Mages collector boosters. So there's 12 packs. Hopefully we're going to pick ourselves some really nice pulls, and then we'll just have fun whilst we're doing it. So watch along, like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. So our first foil rare of the day is a Silver Quill Command. Very shiny. These are very pretty foils. And then we've got an extended artwork Crackle with Power. And then next on the list we have an extended artwork Muse Vortex. Good cards to start off with. And then we've got an etched village rite. So it does read, as an additional cost, sacrifice creature, draw 2 cards. It's a pretty decent card. And then we've got a brainstorm. Now this is very pretty. If this is what they all look like in person, then I'm very excited for the rest. I'm trying to show you that it's etched, but you really can't see it. But we'll move on to the next one. And it's a foil Defiant Strike. That's pretty decent. These foils, honestly, camera doesn't do it justice. They're some of the best foils I've seen in a long time. And then I wonder what the last card can be. Wow, so we've only gone and pulled a foil Japanese counterspell. How sickening is that? It's beautiful. I'm excited for the rest of the packs if they all look this good. On to pack 2 now, guys. Foils with an academic probation, and then we've got a foil pestilent cauldron. On the flip side, restorative burst. That's going to get bent real quick. And then we've got extended Fane the Broker. And then moving on, we got an extended Quandrix Command. Great stuff. And then look at that, we've got an extra strategic planning, more of those blue cards coming along there, that's very pretty. And then we've got Japanese Gift of Estates, just so you know, if an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 playing cards, reveal them, put into your hand, then shuffle. It's like a land tax on sorcery. And then we've got a foil Japanese Village Rites, because the non-foil from before just wasn't enough, really. All the Village Rites you can get. And then we've got a foil regrowth. Look at that. That might be coming into one of my new foil green beauties. Oh, that's very pretty, that one. On to pack 3. So guys, we're starting with the foil Dream Strix. And then we've got an extended art Creative Technique, followed by an extended art Retriever Phoenix. And then out of nowhere, a Japanese Adventurer Impulse. We've got a Grape Shot here. Does it need to be foil if you're hitting someone for lethal with 1 and a red? And in next position, we've got a foil Japanese Whirlwind Denial, which reads, for each spell and ability your opponent controls, counter it unless its controller pays 4. Pretty decent. Nice looking card. And then to finish us off for pack 3, we've got a foil extended Blex Vexing Pet with on the back a foil extended Search for Blex. I wonder how long that'll take to get bent. On to pack 4. So the rare we've got in this position is a foil Cody Vociferous Codex. Then onto the extended, we've got Ruxa Patient Professor, and then an extended Valentin Dean of Vane with a Lisette Dean of Root on the back of that. And then as you probably saw as we flicked there, we did get another Village Rite. This time just a normal etched one, but we're adding for the playset. So next up we've got a Japanese Crux of Fate. Now that's pretty decent. I'll go over, choose one, destroy all dragon creatures, destroy all non-dragon creatures. I guess it's your preference on dragons, but that's a pretty sick card to pull. And then we've got a foil shock. Now the foil with those lightning bolts are pretty beautiful to see. But in the pack, hoping for a, oh my days, it's a absolute beauty. Look at that, it's a foil tainted pack. Absolute all-star. That is getting put in a sleeve straight away. There is where this will go when you're the game immediately, pretty much with a Thassa's Oracle in Commander, in Historic, not Historic Brawl. And we're just going to place that front and centre down here. Now on to the next pack. Here we've got a Lawhole command and it's very pretty, very shiny. Next we've got an extended Rionya Fire Dancer, and then behind her we've got, let's have a look, an extended Strict Proctor. Moving on swiftly, we've got an etched Japanese Shock. Now me personally, I prefer the foil English one because the bolts just look prettier, but each to their own. So what are we having next? Let's have a look. We have, and it's a growth spiral. It's an etched growth spiral. That'll fit great into my Omnath Landfall deck. And then what could we have up next? Let's see. We've got a foil Divine Gambit. And then in the final spot, we've got a foil extended Sparring Regimen. Let's move on to pack 6. So look here, we've got ourselves a foil Leonin Light Scribe. In the next spot, in the extended spot, hopefully, yeah, we've got ourselves a Nils Discipline Enforcer. Following that, we've got ourselves an extended Double Major. And then next, let's see, it will be a etched Snakeskin Veil. It's alright, not much to say. Next, we've got a Japanese Lightning Helix. That's pretty legit. Some good Boros removal life gain. Maybe pop that in Feather. Who knows? We'll see. What have we got next? We've got a Jaress. Now that one is definitely going into my Nath discard deck. Why would it not? I already have one. But this is much, much prettier. And then end of the pack, we've got a foil extended Strixhaven Stadium. Guys, let's move on to pack number 7. So we're starting off with a foil Teachings of the Archaics, and then we've got a foil Wandering Archaic. Explore the Vast Land. It's my favourite card in the set, and it looks pretty good in foil. And then next we've got the extended artwork of Cunning Rhetoric. Pretty decent card as well. And then we've got next the extended Fine Glimmer, which again, dual land in its own right. And then we've got the etched Negate. Now, my blue deck is getting pimped up with all of these brand new blue cards. Next, we've got another one, but this is an etched Japanese Compulsive Research. So just to read, target player draws 3 cards, and then that player discards 2 cards, unless they discard a land card. And then next, we've got a foil Opt. Now, this is beautiful. She is crisp. She is honestly my favourite art so far. It just looks so clean and beautiful. I mean, yeah, there's not much more to say, so we'll move on. And then we've got another foil Japanese card. We've got God's Willing this time. Target creature you control gains protection from the colour of your choice until end of turn, which means, guys, we just pulled a pack, how crazy, with 2 foil Japanese cards. Look at the both of them together. How rare is that? Anyone know the odds? Want to check it out? If you find out, put it in the comments. Let's move on to pack number 8. So in the rare spot, we've got the foil Daemogoth Titan, and then we've got an extended Trudge Garden. And then looking at this, we've got a borderless Galazeth Prismari rather than extended artwork, completely borderless. And then we've got the Japanese Snakeskin Veil, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof till end of turn. And then next up, we've got the Etched Channel. This is pretty simple, pretty basic. Nice card. Let's move on. And then next we've got it's a Japanese foil. This one is Infuriate. So target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. And then our last card, last but not least, let's see what we've got. It's an extended foil Hall of Oracles. Pretty standard pack. Nothing too great, but let's move on to pack number 9. So pack number 9, we've got the foiled Sedgemoor Witch, pretty decent card. And then next up we have the extended Guillaume Master Chef. And then moving on swiftly, we've got the next card, which is the extended Exponential Growth. And then we've got a Japanese Agonizing Remorse. So target opponent reveals their hand, you choose an online card from it or a card from their graveyard, exile it, you lose a life. And then we move on to the Memory Lapse. Another upgrade, like we said, for my blue deck. It's pretty simple, it's pretty. And then we've got a foil Cultivate. This will be going right next to my Regrowth in my foil green deck. A little Jazzin upgrade. And then the final card in this pack is an extended foil Silver Quill Silencer. Let's move on to pack number 10. So the foil rare is a foil Efreet Flame Painter, and then the next card is the extended Laelia, the Blade Reforged, and then we've got the extended Plague Dean of Chaos with Augusta Dean of Order on the back. And then as you may have seen, we do have then an etched Agonizing Remorse, and then we've got a etched God's Willing, which we have just picked up in foil, but this Japanese matte version is also very pretty. And then at the end there, we've got the foil Japanese Strategic Planning. So look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And then the last card in this pack, we have a extended foil Mavinda Student's Advocate. Now that's a pretty decent pull we've got there. It's a beautiful mythic. On to pack 11 now. Off, we've got a mythic foil in this position. We've got Ecological Appreciation, then an extended artwork Spawning Kraken, extended artwork Frostboil Snarl, and then we've got an Etched Shock, and then a Japanese Faithless Looting. So draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards with flashback 2 and a red. I have seen this pop up in Historic so much recently. And then finally we do have a foil Japanese Snakeskin Veil, so I went over that earlier, but we've got it in foil now because the more the merrier. And then the last card of the pack is a foil Etched Dark Ritual. Now this is pretty decent, I am happy with this one. And then let's move on to the last pack, you guys. So starting in the rare spot, we've got a foil Semester's End, and then we've got an extended Eudora Gravegardener, an extended Venerable Warsinger, and then we've got a Japanese Divine Gambit. So we have seen this card already. And then moving on, we've got an Etched Tendrils of Agony, another great card for Storm, seeing so much play. And then the last two cards, we've got a foil Opt, not as pretty as the Japanese foil, but still a pretty card. And then our last one is an extended foil Archmage Emerius. Now that is all 12 packs done and dusted. Now I'm not going to complain. Did I pull a Time Warp, a Demonic Tutor? No, but I had great fun. Did you guys have great fun with me? If so, let me know. Tell me your thoughts on the box. Anything else? Let me know.